Quest for details. Take 1 million. Okay, I'm not sure what the plan is today. Just found a zone that I think we can hunt around in, and I'm gonna try and find a home site. Of course, isn't that always the goal? But out in the California chaparral, kind of traveled. Hey, look at that big old pine cone pile. There's their centers and all the little pieces. Look at moss. I don't know. I'm not going to bring you with me for this part too much. This is what it looks like, kind of open. And we're just going to kind of follow another little creek, looking for little house sites and see what we find. So when I do start finding, I will bring you in on it. This place seems it's got an old feel to it. Am I hallucinating the rows of stones with moss on there? Okay, let me check this out and I'll get back with you. Okay, just caught this guy. I wanted to show him to you. This is a California bluebelly. They might be in other places, but that's how I know them. Called a bluebelly here. You see the blue. That's why. I'll show you his underside here in a second too. But note on the reptiles. When these guys are out, everybody is out. So once the snakes wake up for the year and they come out of their little holes and all the reptiles come out, and it's these patchy, cloudy days, then you definitely want to be watching out for them. They don't go back to sleep. They're hunting. They have low energy. They have to come out to spots and sit in the sun. Those spots are usually bare spots, so they can be the paths and stuff where you're at. So it's not a fear story. Just be aware when you see lizards. Don't worry, he's not dead. I put him to sleep. He's not really asleep, but you can stroke their bellies. See him breathing? He's fine, but I wanted to show you the patterns. Look at the aqua on the sides, and then the blue and the black and the white, and the blue. I'm assuming he's probably a boy because he's got the yellow and such bright colors, and boys and birds and reptiles tend to be the bright ones so they can attract the females. Don't ever catch a lizard or even try and hold it by its tail, because of course they break off so they can get away. He's fine, he's blinking at you. Tell him you're okay. He says this is kind of warm and relaxing. You just flip them over on their back and then gently pet their bellies, and they tend to just lay there and chill out. Probably playing dead a little bit too. Look at his little hands. Okay, I'll get back to hunting. I just wanted to show you the color. See the aqua by his ears? And on the back, this one is really, really colorful. Do you see that? They're usually just blue bellies. I don't know if this one is just molted or what for the season. But yeah, probably the best example that I could get you. Look, dragon scales. See him? Of a blue belly. You're really cool. Thank you for sharing all your colors with us. Look at this big old tree. This is crazy. I'm out here, I'm just kind of following a road along. Look at the size of that. It's massive. This branch here. Ugh. It's huge. And got my first signal out here. And the only thing that makes me think that it's old is that square. And then at this end, I don't know, it's squared off a little bit there, like it fit into something. But no telling besides that. So we'll keep digging around a little bit, but it's thick out here, so I'm not really sure where to go. The light out here, it's pretty nice. There's that big old one. This is our next signal over here, and it looks kind of handmade. I'm not sure what it is either, but put that round side down. Yep, so there's some stuff here. We'll see what we find. Well, there's our next one. Okay, Smith & Wesson 38 Special. Whew. That gave me some trouble. Moving on. I was having bad luck, but the forest floor here is crawling with ants. Probably they're crawling up my leg because I'm stopping to film this. Because they seem to be on every leaf, everywhere. Holy moly. Lots of cans. Look at that. Look at the size of that earthworm. That's crazy. Oh, but look what he's got to eat. He's just living in loam. Okay. Yes. Okay, I don't know. Look at that. Still moves. I don't know how old it is. Looks pretty old. It's got color to it. Oh, it says something on it. Let me clean it up a little bit more. Focus. There's a little bit of a logo left. So, I don't know what it went to. Definitely a buckle. Shoe buckle, belt buckle, suspender buckle, horse buckle. I don't know. It's copper. It's cool. Okay, I turned my discrimination down so I could kind of hunt around all the way off. And I am getting square nails out of the site. So that does mean that there's definitely something here held together with nails. And they were square. Right? That's a good thing. That's a reason to turn it up and down. Alright. Here's a little treasure. Now it's springtime. Remember what I was saying? This could just as easily have been a rattlesnake laying across my path out here, doing the same thing. So he's covered in mud. So he's just dug out of somewhere. Some muddy bank up in the deep loam where I was showing you in the leaves. So he left all the cold, rocky, riverbank area and came up and buried himself in and made it through the frozen. We just got done with 3 months of 15 and 23 degrees and stuff up here. Like no joke, for real. Well, about 17 degrees I guess is as low as it gets, but it does do that. And then sits around at like 28 degrees a lot. So these guys don't have snow, but they do have frost land. But what he's doing, or she, is heading back down to the creek. That's in that direction, from the forest that direction, covered in mud. On the first sunny days, the rain has come and made it balmy, and it's kind of lukewarm like it should be. And spring is coming no matter what, because we're in California. So you can see all the soap plant up in the background. And he's on cue. So we call these mud sliders, just mud slider turtles. And I don't want to pick them up because I'm hearing more and more about human and turtle contact not being good in both directions. So he's kind of like a native of another planet or another land. Now I'm terrified for him because he's got to cross a road. So if you see a little lump in the road, pay attention. Some of them are alive. But I'm not going to touch him because what is that? The prime directive, right? Observe but do not interfere. So we're going to stick with the prime directive and leave him alone. Hey, can I get a good close-up of you though? We're questing around for treasure here. Do you know where the old house site is? Really? Oh, good stuff. Okay. We're going to let him be. I'm not going to put my finger right up by his face because turtles are turtles. But there's the size of my fist, and that's as close as I want to come and breathe on him. Look at his little tail. Okay, happy spring. Have a good one. He says, yeah, put your finger down there, carrot boy. Okay, moving on. He knows the way. He's done this before, obviously. since he was the size of one of his little scales there. Thank you. It's good to see turtles. Good to see lizards. Spring hunting, right? Yeah. Okay, now this is weird. I dug another one of these this month. I gotta learn about bullets now because I was overlooking them and they probably can really help you date. But I'm getting 2 of these out of the same little spot here, and they're rim fires. I've never touched one of these. I think they're like the bottom of what would have a, not a mini ball, but a big old looking slug that came out of the top of it. Like right after that. See how there's no center thingamabobber primer that makes it explode where the hammer hits it? So the hammers hit it on the side. I'm right? Please? I'm not trying to be a know-it-all. But yeah, that looks like that's on purpose. There's no primer. And they are kind of short, fat, and old. They got definite, like, caked on patina going on there. I don't think that they say anything. I do not see it. It was there, it's gone. I can scrub them a little bit better later. I'll let them dry up. And then, that's cool though. Well, I am not one to pass up a square nail. So, every time it gets real quiet to affirm where I'm at, I'm actually turning it back on and letting it beep and bop. Oh, I like them. They have character. That one got bent and broke. So, all different sizes and shapes going on. Ooh, what are you? Sorry, Moss. It's like, that was my due. Sorry. Weird crow noises out here. Like the only thing making noise. Turtle, I wish you were here with me still. This is creepy. Just kidding. Okay, bleeding for it. Ow. I just put a piece of glass really deep into my finger. Whew. It's been really sharp. I think we'll prowl around there a little bit. I found that. I don't know what it is. Oh. Another one of these. Oh. Look better when they're wet. Sorry. Just stop the bleeding for a second. I don't remember where the little hole was. It's over here. Whew. This one was almost on the surface. So, I don't understand the age mix. I gotta look some of this up, but I'm gonna go sit down for a second, put some moss or something on this. Wow, I'm not sure what went on this site. It's another one of these mixed. Maybe they had long habitation. But put this right back where I found it. You cannot move these. I've tried to bring them home a billion times. They don't live. But look, it's a little natural terrarium. You even have to go right back at their same angle. But there's another one. I don't think these are that old at all. And then look what's buried in the ground. Oh. I think I cutted my finger on the end of it there. So, what's that? Broken mirror? I don't know if this is a good luck spot. Okay, there's my next little piece. Don't know what it was. Man, this site goes from really old and really cool to super junky really fast. I don't know what's going on with it. That looks like it was punched through with a nail. It's pushed out on one side. And if you look close, looks like it was a square nail. See what I'm saying? Okay, so who knows? What is up with that? 3 They tried to fire it 3 times. It's another one of these short fatties. We're going to look these up, trying to figure out how old it is. Still no marks that I'm seeing besides 3 hammer marks right on the edge. How old are those? Just another bullet zone. I don't know much, but I'm going to learn. I'll have to clean all these up a little bit better. My finger's kind of aching from where I got stabbed. These are all obviously newer because they have that center thing. That's what I'm talking about. Some of them are old. So, that's the problem here. Just mixed and mixed. I'm working through. These are all bare poison oak. But they tend to like the big old grandfather tree. You know, they have that look. I was left here when the humans cleared this the first time. So, I don't know. But yeah. Poison oak. It's okay. We're friends. Wire. Sorry, there's not so many precious metal signals, but I'm enjoying these are smaller square nails. So I'm just kind of, it's hard to tell what's a stick and what stem of a leaf and what's not out here. That is a nail. And it's really pretty. The rain didn't come much, so this looks like fall. But this is just our broadleafs, didn't even decay, so they're doing that thing where they're going to be, kind of see-through, you know. They'll start just literally air drying. But, unless I find anything else, this could be it. So thank you guys for coming with me. I'll do the wrap-up. But, just kind of thick and crazy out here and mixed up, and I can't seem to find any specific anything that's going on. May have just been a big old spread out ranch or something. But like way over there is that big old tree that we were at first. So I kind of weasel my way out back to the road and look for my turtle friend, maybe have a chat, have a lunch, and then I will show you guys the cleanup. Okay guys, here's the cleanup for today. This is what we found. These are all squares. So I'm always happy to find them because that puts us back to in the day, and for California, you know, that's about as far back as we go. It's right when they start settling it and getting it going, so we don't have like colonial period out here as much. But I'm liking these little spikes. Those are pretty cute. Look how small they are compared to these big ones. Hardly ever find those, or take the time to find them, I guess. As enjoy being way out there. There's a square bolt. That puts it back a ways, I think. This is some of our scrap and crap that I had to collect. This, I'm starting to read now as it dries out. It says Royal Baking maybe powder, right? Here's some old, had some age to it, pretty plain whiteware, the red inside. Here's our buckle. This might be, no, I guess these and this is my favorite out of the whole deal. They seem, oh, there's words above it. Hang on a second. Really important to be able to read here. I think it says, looks like it's reverse struck. Let me see if I can see the other side. So you can see on the front side here, you can't really make it out anymore. But on the back, you can see its negative version. Let's flip that open. And what I see looks like 1871. I can't read the rest of that, but we'll have to try and look it up. 18 something. That's a good thing. Okay, and these bullets, see 3 of them are the same size, 1 is longer. None of them have primers. They're all rim strikes, so They were fired by hitting them on the rim there. None of them have words as far as I can tell. They're copper. Here's a really old shotgun shell that was kind of in the same area, but it's got a primer to it. All these are all primered bullets, but some of them, let me look. This one says Mauser on it. Super Speed Mauser. It seems like an older creature. And then that's another Mauser, so there's two of those. See, is that what you are too? No, you're different. You are pretty old still though, you know what I'm saying? These are all pretty old is what I'm trying to say. They're not the newest bullets in the batch. But yep, there's our total. I like the buckle. And these, I think they'll help us set this back into the 1800s at some point. Even if it's mid to late. So, and I did not show you all the rest of the garbage that was modern stuff, including what might still be stuck in my finger. So be safe out there, wear your gloves, use protection. We'll see you next time.